Hurricane Michael is being called one of the most powerful storms in history to hit the United States.
Well, tonight, Florida emergency officials say they have rescued nearly 200 people since Michael battered the state this week. This is drone video captured near Panama City Beach, giving a close-up view of all the devastation. You can see the trees knocked over and homes destroyed.
Check out this drone video of the widespread damage in Mexico Beach, Florida. You can see where roofs were ripped off of homes and empty lots where houses stood just days ago. Now, a GoFundMe page has been set up for this 11-year-old girl who was killed in Southwest Georgia during Hurricane Michael. This is Sarah Radney, who was in her grandparents' home in Seminole County when the wind lifted the home's carport and then slammed it down on the house. Part of that metal went right through the roof. It struck the little girl in the head. Emergency responders were not able to reach the scene right away because of the downed power trees and power lines. So far, the hurricane is blamed for at least 13 deaths across the state.
Well, we don't yet know the full financial impact of Hurricane Michael, but in the storm's path sat some of the Pentagon's prized possessions worth a whole lot of money. The U.S. military plays a vital role in the government's response to Michael's aftermath, but it's also a victim of the massive Category 4 hurricane. 10 military bases, home to a combined 700,000 troops and their families, were in Michael's path across the southeast. Tyndall Air Force Base, just outside Panama City Beach, took the hardest hit.
Our base suffered widespread, catastrophic damage. The base remains closed. It's simply not safe for them to return. The Air Force remains fully capable of completing all of their missions from the bases that we have across the country.
The outpost is home to 50 high-tech F-22 fighter jets, a fleet worth a staggering $7 billion. Most high-dollar assets were relocated to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio and another in Texas, mitigating the financial impact. But the base itself took a huge hit and may be vacant for weeks. Eglin and Hurlburt Field, also in Florida, avoided the worst of the storm, but operations were limited. Others, including a naval base in Pensacola and 3 in Georgia, have all returned to normal operations. Outposts in the Carolinas are back online, but just like the others, troops based there have not all returned. Those who have are back at work, responding to the historic storm.
Well, much of South Georgia still reeling from the destruction Hurricane Michael caused. The historic storm took down trees, it flattened homes, flooded roads, and shredded power lines. Today, officials with the Public Service Commission visited some of the hardest hit areas in our state. They wanted to assess the damage, looking primarily at transmission lines and electricity.
You really get a sense when you're in a situation like this, in a disaster, how important electricity is. I mean, it's like the first thing you do is clear the roads, and the second thing you do is get the electric lines up. And we've got crews descending in there from all over the state, neighboring states, but it's going to take a while.
Well, that commission works to ensure that people receive safe, reliable, and reasonably priced telecommunications, electric, and natural gas services.